the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a participant from the playoffs last year, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Vols will put total weather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas offense going to get the chance to start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Tennessee's offense will go to work for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make the play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Kennedy. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for the loss.
Grab, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here is the Tennessee offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Ran through the... He smashes his way through again. Touchdown ball. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They're working that left side. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely...
Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Back to throw, it's Dynasty. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
That is not exactly how they drew it up, as the ball will be marked dead at the 40. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up against this athletic front seven on defense. It's going to be tough.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The inside handoff. Can't get him to the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Lawrence. Makes the grab. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Got his man quickly. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable fourth down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Another big play on the outside, and that's that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
That's so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass. It's Darasaw. Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Volunteer. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What is this?
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Lawrence. He's got him. Strong, firm tackle.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Longhorns are marching down the field. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. This time it's complete. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling quarterback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. To the air, it's Lawrence. Here comes the heat. He makes a grab, and he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And the Longhorns have it with a first and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Looking to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Here's a heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a man, it's Dynasty. Hauls it in.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Gives it on the option. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Manning. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more snap coming before halftime. A unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's John. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And your Tennessee Volunteers will take over 1st and 10.
They'll open the second half with a run. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Personal foul. Looking to kick defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Bringing the heat, looking to buy time. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. It's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got it looking for a 1st. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Looking to throw, it's Darrisaw. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. The give on the option. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best.
Going for it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Splits the uprights. It's good. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Auburn is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there on the Plains, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 20 to LSU. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. To the air, it's Lawrence. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely...
Touchdown, Texas! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's got great speed. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Dynasty. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Throws for the tight end. Fires it incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Unloads quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking for a man. It's Dynasty. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. They are set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. RPO complete to open the drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
And man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down.
The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. This time he's got it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown ball! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They're up by 10 over UCF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Lawrence. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense. Man, I'm really interested to see how they attack. Because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Well, they're down in possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete to the right. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple. But the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.